Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Wednesday, July 12th, 2017. It is muggy and uncomfortable out there. Temperatures range from the mid to upper 70s over the northern interior, upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast, and already pushing into the mid 80s in the Delaware River Valley. It is going to be a rather hot and uncomfortable day. Tomorrow isn't going to be any better. In fact, we have a heat advisory watch out for tomorrow for the Philadelphia metro. That might be expanded into the New York City metro. We'll watch that throughout the day. But we're also going to be on the lookout for strong to severe thunderstorms today, capable of some very impressive rainfall rates that could lead to flash flooding. We also have a concern about frequent lightning and wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. So we got pretty much everything for a summer day today. Hot and humid weather, thunderstorms, flash flooding, pretty much the whole gambit. So let's dive into this forecast. When we take a look at the infrared satellite picture, you could see this little trough here. Now what's happening is that your tropical air mass is all to the south of this frontal boundary, okay? And we happen to be right in the middle of it. And to the south of this frontal boundary, we continue to see these little short waves, okay, that are moving through the atmosphere. And what they do, they act like a little trigger. So this atmosphere is loaded with moisture and has plenty of warm air to work with, plenty of moisture to work with. All that's needed is a little trigger to get these showers and thunderstorms develop. Introduce your various little triggers. Okay, so what happens here is that they move through the region and they spawn showers and thunderstorms. Now what makes this complicated is that what we call outflow boundary, which is kind of like a little mini cold front from a thunderstorm, can also instigate additional thunderstorms. So it's going to be one of those days where you're going to have to keep an eye on the radar, and I think the same thing is going to be playing out for tomorrow as well. This whole hot and humid weather is not going to be kicked out here until this cold front and this stationary boundary drops south, and I really don't expect that to happen until Friday afternoon, maybe Friday evening. The weekend looks pretty good, but in between then, it's going to be rather uncomfortable and rather stormy. On the radar, we are already starting to see widely scattered showers and a few isolated thunderstorms already developing over western and central Pennsylvania. They will march to the east and they will move through the region. Again, some of these thunderstorms may reach severe levels. It's not going to be widespread, but if you do get impacted by a severe thunderstorm, understand that you'll be dealing with intense heavy downpours, frequent vivid lightning, and wind gusts over 60 miles per hour, leading to the potential for flash flooding and, of course, minor to moderate wind damage. So let's dive into this forecast. For this afternoon, the only way to describe it is, well, tropical. Look for high temperatures in the lower to mid 80s on Long Island, upper 80s to lower 90s throughout the rest of the region, and keep an eye to the sky for those showers and thunderstorms. For this evening, showers and thunderstorms linger over the region, continuing on into tomorrow morning. There will also be a threat for locally dense fog. Temperatures tomorrow morning will fall into the lower to mid 70s for highs. Tomorrow afternoon, again, pretty much a repeat of this afternoon with the threat for showers and thunderstorms, otherwise hazy sunshine, with temperatures rising into the lower to mid 80s on Long Island, upper 80s to lower 90s along the coast, and lower to mid 90s in the Delaware River Valley and pretty much all your urban areas. With the humidity this high, it's going to lead to a heat index between 100 and 105, and that is why there is a heat advisory out, and that is why that heat advisory may likely be expanded further north, so we'll see and watch to see how that evolves. But overall, the basic theme here is that it's going to be hot and humid. Basically, have plenty of water with you. Check out your children and also your elderly, because this heat can impact them in a significant way and lead to a heat stroke. On Friday, widespread showers and thunderstorms are expected, especially in the afternoon and evening hours. Now what's happening is that this frontal boundary will try to press south, this frontal boundary will approach from the west, so we get a squeeze play with all this tropical moisture, and that leads to the potential for some heavier rainfall setting up. While this is all evolving, look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 70s. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 80s on Long Island, mid to upper 80s over the northern interior and around New York City, and upper 80s to lower 90s in the Philadelphia metro. So it's going to be one of those setups where you're going to have a variety of temperatures over the region that's going to be dictated by several factors, including whether or not showers and thunderstorms train over a specific location, and also the location of this frontal boundary as we move on through the afternoon and evening hours. On Saturday, that cold front is off the coast. Maybe a shower in the morning, but overall look for clearing skies and falling humidity. Lows on Saturday will range from the upper 60s to lower 70s. Highs will range from the lower to mid 80s, but the humidity will be falling off significantly. On Sunday, high pressure is in control with clear skies to sky cloud cover. Lows in the mid 60s, highs in the lower to mid 80s. On Monday, look for a few isolated showers, especially in the afternoon hours. Otherwise, sky cloud cover is expected. Lows in the mid to upper 60s, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast, and mid 80s in the Delaware River Valley. On Tuesday, an isolated shower or two is possible again. Otherwise, scattered cloud cover. Look for lows in the upper 60s to lower 70s, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast, and mid 80s in the Delaware River Valley. And finally, on Wednesday, an isolated shower is possible, but otherwise look for scattered cloud cover. Lows in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Highs will range from the lower to mid 80s on Long Island and upper 80s to lower 90s throughout the rest of the region as we wait for another cold front to move through. And that means we get a nice little burst of summer-like hot weather for a very short period of time. That is your forecast discussion for today. Thank you for following NYNJPA weather. Please use some caution if you get into one of these thunderstorms. If you can, pull over on the roadway. Let the thunderstorm move through because you're talking about very intense rainfall, visibility falling off below a mile, localized flash flooding, and of course, frequent, vivid lightning and strong wind gusts over 60 miles per hour. So use caution, and as always, stay safe out there.